Yo, all right. So today is Nope, today is November 1st, 2024. Um, and I'm gonna go over today's price action. Uh, Very good price action today. I was able to capitalize on much of it. I did take a quick short at the um at the open. We're testing these areas here. Look like we're rejecting. I was trying to take it down to this level right here, but as price was nearing the opening of the day, it stalled way too much for me to even want to even consider taking the holding it. Um, and it was just respecting this area. And Q was driving down, but ES wasn't. Let me see if I can find that video and I can do a recap on it. Uh, we do that. Uh, the trade was at. It only took one trade. It was at 9:09. So about 20 minutes before the market opened, 21 minutes before the market opened, and I believe I was recording the pre-market. So let's see if I can find it. Um, Post-market review, live charts, pre-market levels. Yeah, I think it was in the pre-market levels because I think I spotted it while I was going over my levels. So yeah, so there it is. Um, where are my headphones? All right, so yeah, that's it. If it's not too far from where I'd want to enter. No, that's not it.
It's
I
very
think
fucking far.
did I? So yeah, so I had my level idea. So
I
this
think I have
has
to let this one
we
go.
had this here. So
That's too
price
far.
to buy and look like we're
And then
failing,
I'd have to enter like
right?
this.
I didn't take this
Right?
breakout down here of
I
that
think
level
price
because the
should be
5 minute
going.
final close. It was just very slow.
I think
So I
it's
wanted
going
to
like a
pull back and a
nice level
retest.
top.
So did we get that
Out me,
on this
but that's fine.
video?
I don't see any volume that came in.
No, we didn't get it on that video.
But price
Let's go to the live video then. Let's see if it's on that one. All right, that's okay. All right, so here we go. So I put this back up. Let's try to keep the quality as high as we can. All right, so yeah, there you go. That may have been my entry right there. Yeah, this candle here came back. It tested that area. It tipped it, and I said, okay, I'm gonna enter here. And I put my stop loss right over here versus this entire thing here, and then see if price can stay below this because it broke, and then reach this. Right, that's all I was asking for. I was asking for maybe 62 to 56. I was asking for a lot of points. 55, 65. So I asked for like maybe 7 to 8 points, right? This is NQ down here. NQ still had this area to move to fill in the NFP lows, and I was banking that NQ would fill in the NFP lows, and really get things going. So here's this is my entry. There was no volume behind that entry, right? But we did break below it, so I'm respecting that. We did retest this here, this cloud. Can't really see it. So price broke out and came and retested the cloud. I said, okay, cool. I got my break. I got my cloud retest. This is good. This should be a good trade. Price should be going lower. So price starts to pick up and then it just dies. All right, NQ is fighting this here where it reclaimed this entire cell. All right, but it retested its own cloud here. So I said, okay, so maybe we'll finally go. I put another entry right here because this is where if I had entered initially, I would have put my second entry. I would have gotten in at this this candle or this candle right here. So I put my entry right there. I'm gonna add where it adjusted my entry point. I'm just zooming through. So now I'm kind of feel like I'm regretting this because we're reaching this area here, and I said we shouldn't be breaking this. If we start to break this, I'm gonna look to exit. 62, risking about 4 points. All right, so I'm probably trying to make like 7 to 8 points. Right, okay, boom. Okay, I saw that we had a little trend. Look like we're breaking that trend. NQ is still holding its thing. Looking to see how price reacts. But can we stay below the trend is the question. No, still holding it. NQ broke. ES is still acting up a lot. So something I need to remind myself if one is really acting up, it's not in my favor to really stay in the trade long. Because it might go against because ES is really acting up. NQ is doing its thing. Here goes another attempt for a lower. It's currently, move this out the way so you won't confuse us. It's currently 9:20. So now I entered this trade at 9:09. It's 9:20. So it's been 11 minutes in this trade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's pretty grueling right now. NQ still struggling to get below this last selling point, which is what I needed to actually really needed it to really push. That's what I was hoping, right? I was really hoping for that. So now we're really going, and then what is that? Did I exit? 922.04. Yeah, so that's where I exit the trade. 922.04. Yeah. So NQ hit that weekly low, the weekly from the previous, and close to NFP, and prices started to reject. So, and then my stop loss, my entry now is just the 576188 for the two. So now I'm risking 576188 to 5764, so about 3 points because I'll exit right up here. But as I see that NQ dropped and broke below that resistance point, but came to another resistance point, and ES never budged. I just took the trade off. I looked over to my left and realized that ES had a nice flat level at 5762. Look how price was not budging from there, right? So every time price tried to go down, someone kept buying, kept buying, kept buying. So I'm just like, you're probably really buying this up. So I took the trade, I took the exit, my screenshot, saving it now. And there goes price again, back at that 5762, holding that level. NQ went down to the NFP level that I had marked, bouncing off of it to the tick, bouncing off of it now. As you can see, buying stepped in. Buying never stepped in here, but buying stepped in. 4 minutes from entry, from the morning bell. Price goes and nicks it again. Yeah, still holding, creating a downtrend. Finally, it opens below 5762. It opens below 5762 for the first time. And here we go. Price is still here, holding. Morning bell, and price tanks. Son of a bitch. And price tanks. Price hits my area of interest. Right, the little points that I wanted, it finally hit it. Right, so 5-7. This low, this candle is 5755, and I was trying to get to 5755 right there. Right, price finally hits it. Let's go back a little bit. Can really see it on this one? Can't really see because the thing's in the way. Let's go back. Right, this low is 5755. I was at 5775, so it went straight to my 2-1. I had it set for that level, so it would have hit and it would have bounced, and I probably would have just taken the other one straight off or moved it to like break even. So I ended up almost, I guess, somewhat break even for the day. I didn't take any other trades after that. Um, yeah, I didn't take any trades after that. So that was basically my trade for today. And then we're just gonna pass through all of this. And then here I was looking for a short, but it wasn't making sense to me why to look for a short. This was refusing to drop further down while NQ reached NFP low and weekly low. Took the whole trade off, right? That was that trade, right? That was my thing. So now ES had this where it's really bouncing and moving high, right? It broke up, right? Oh, this is what I was thinking. I was looking for short because we had this candle right here, right? So I said maybe we have a fail buy, but I said, oh, well, NQ is not really at a supply zone for a fail buy to really occur, right? Usually when I see fail buys, both of them are at a breaking point, and Q is not at a breaking point. So I said, let me step back and really see what's going on, right? So NQ pushes up. We have a fail sell on NQ, right? I noticed this at the beginning, but I was late to it. I said, oh, we have a fail sell. I should have been probably been in this trade and quickly get a quick scalp, right? NQ had a fail sell. Price tried to sell, and then they got bought up immediately. This entire candle eats this entire selling candle. Price pushes up, creates a failed sell. So this would have been my entry, stop loss right down here, right? And just let price do its thing. ES comes here and looks like I have a failed sell, a failed buy, but it doesn't. It holds it. Price never closes below this candle. So there is no failed buy right here. This is still in play. This is still in play. Fail sell and mock fell by. So I'm glad I didn't take this trade. This would have really hurt my pride because this would have been harsh. So price pushes up, comes down, holds the cloud. This one holds above the cloud and shows buying pressure right here. That same candle right here should be this one here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here, right, create a nice angle. Price pushes up through here. I don't take this trade. Why? Because we're in a supply zone. I told myself I don't trade supply zones and I don't trade breakouts because I haven't been very successful at them. And Q, on the other hand, I could have taken this trade, but I still wouldn't have taken it because this is at a supply zone. I need both of them to clear out of those areas of um out of these areas that causes issues. So now I can't go long on ES because NQ is below its supply zone. But even though NQ is pushing up and ES is pushing up, and also if you saw VIX, I believe VIX at that time, this is 941. VIX at that time should have been doing something um, noteworthy. Where's 941? So this is VIX 941 right over here. All right, so VIX should have been doing something noteworthy. I don't see it. It is today date. No, that's like this doesn't even look right. All right, 941. Here it is. Right. So VIX is going to supply. Right. And then at 945 it rejects. Right. This is where I think both of them finally got above a structure. So VIX is also rising. So I can't go long yet. This is rising. This is rising. This is rising. But VIX is doing something. VIX is going to my level. VIX has been selling off. VIX showed strong selling at the beginning. So we're in a downtrend here. So NQ and ES has a nice uptrend potential until VIX gets above all of that, which it finally did. It got above it, changed colors. Then we had a drop. So this is the trend that we're following. So I can't go long yet until VIX is showing me signs to potentially sell or reach something, right? Um, so if I hold on, what you said? That one I just put it in. I just put it in. It still has time. It did? Shoot. All right. Flip it then. You can flip it. Thanks. 20 minutes. Oh wow, just 15 minutes already. Did not know that. All right. So I was saying, unless VIX rejects up here, I can't go long yet. But now that we're at 9:45, VIX is likely right here. 10:40, 9:45. Where are we with VIX? 9:45. Here it is. Oh, here's where we are at. So yeah, NQ was VIX. VIX was supposed to be dropping. So I think we have a shift around 10 o'clock. So let's wait till 10, right? I was looking at the wrong thing. So around 10 o'clock is where we got the part of the reversal. Yes, around 10 o'clock when we got the reversal. So 10 o'clock is right here, and then news came out, right? So we've been holding this, we're pushing down, ES is rising, and then we had a pullback, right? We'll pull back into this cloud and here, right? So we're gonna push this forward. I'm checking in my notes, and Q seems to be having its senses. NQ seems to have its senses as ES and NQ broke below the buying, but ES is still holding the highs with a ton of buying still. So yeah, NQ was just doing all of this major buying up here, price not giving. I said, shoot, what is going on? ES and Q is down here. I'm like, probably price wants to sell. What's this? Price is not selling off. Like, cause we had a lot of selling over here. Buyers are definitely in control for ES, and sellers are trying to control the buying. Um, and Q is definitely doing something as ES has been strongly consolidating near 5776. I'm not sure what E and Q is doing. It has gotten above this, and well, we don't have anything major selling besides this here where we had major selling, but price is not forcing its way down. We have major selling down here, over here, but here is not where I found the cluster. This is price movement, so ES might be in the clear. NQ not so much because this is where I found my cluster of price issues, right? Um, so move forward. If we can move higher, I'd like to see a pullback into 5776, 5772. So if we push up, I wanted to see a pullback. That was my goal. Buyers are still in control for ES, sellers are still in control for NQ. So those are my thoughts. So we push a little higher, 5780, but not enough that I can trust that price really wanted to go. All right. I'm gonna jump over some chunks here. All right. So see, we push up to 5782. Right. I said I wanted to price to go over 5776, 5772, and I wanted the price to just really push. But this looks like struggling to move up. All this looks like struggling to move up. So I didn't take the trade. Right. Price held 5776, 5772 area. It held it, and then from there, like I said, it was 10 o'clock. Right. It was 10:07. From there, price just started reversing. I didn't take this trade at all because none of this was giving me conviction that price was to go. But we had a lot of buying, a lot of buying, a lot of buying. Didn't fit it off. Couldn't really get below. I thought about entering on this candle price and my stop loss below this here. Thought about entering here, stop loss down here. We had strong selling that couldn't break, right? Probably could have entered while price is trying to push up and then just let it ride because this here was a nice move, but I just couldn't get it. So that was one of my missed buying trades right here. Price goes back up here, create a ton of buying, probably where that selling was going into it. See all that buying is coming in, so probably going to stop price because then we have a sell buy right here, and then from that sell buy we have price break down lower, um, and it's just purely reversed. My price purely reversed, came back to how I wanted it to go. I wanted price to move up, and then come down to this, right? But move up like this. I wanted to move up like this candle right here, and then come back to retest it, and then move up higher. That's really what I wanted. Um, but now we're at 10:55. 10:55. So we're about here with NQ. NQ reaches these highs here. So NQ was down here at 10:35, moving up. Right. So it's a lot of confusion when NQ reached down there around 10:10. It had all this selling here. Same thing with NQ with ES. Price pushed up higher and ES moved down, but there was nothing. NQ moved down. There was nothing that I could capitalize on. We did come back to that buying area where I wanted price to come down to, and then we had a strong reversal. That's really what we got. Bounced, and then price moved up. I looked at this. I didn't like this strong buying. This was a potential buy because we had strong selling and then buying reversal with this one and then that. So could have probably entered here. Stop loss down here. Back up to these highs. When we reach those highs, we had a double top, and it's 11:32. So we have a double top, and then price pushes back down somewhat. It does continue. But price really just was doing its own thing. We finally had some selling pushed in. Price pushed up, and then we pushed out some strong selling again, right around here, but it doesn't hold. Price holds the end of day volume that we had there. Price holds VWAP, moves up. Nothing is in sync with how I would trade. Um, and I'm not at the computer anymore. All right, nice sell off. All right, nothing is in sync. No confidence in any of this at all. That was essentially it. So I missed that morning fail sell on NQ and that fake fail buy on ES where price actually pushed higher back there somewhere. So I missed two buying opportunities and then but maybe three because we had this here. And then the selling opportunity never set up. I never had anything that says to sell up here. So price kind of just did its own thing. And that's essentially it. All right. At the end of the day, we had a nice sell off here. Price push back there up, rejected, and then push down lower. Right. But nothing of value. We finally hit that NFP low that we couldn't hit all morning. Finally hit the NFP low. Um, and then bounce from there. So we're done with NFP. So next week is going to be the presidential elections on Tuesday. Most people may be speculating not trading at all until after the elections. So I think I'd probably just be studying, um, and I might even stay away too. I probably should just stay away myself and just study for those 2 days. Study hard on things, maybe do some back testing as well. So that's it for me for today. That was my only trade. This week only took this week I took a few trades. Um, I got back on the 28th. So went away. I got back on the 28th. All right. Uh, I ended up badly with this one. Then we had good buying here, and probably mismanaged this second one because I think this is the same trade. And then I gave back just about everything on these trades, and then I slowly started making some back, gave it back. So I need to really reduce how I'm giving trades back and focus more on my execution. This trade here was a good trade, helped me recover some of my loss on the 30th. So on the 30th, I took a lot of trades. On the 29th, I only took a few trades. On the 30th, I took a lot of trades. I think I was adding size. Here, I had a good trade. I added size to this one here today. So on the 30th, let's go to that. This is how money shaped around a lot. This is trading one to two micros. So you can imagine that I was down 1,021. Add a zero to that, and I was up 1,910, and this would put me up 700, and then with after commission up 510. All right, this would have been my daily stop limit. I would have been hit with that one. This would have been my close to my daily stop gain. So working on really managing this. So imagine just adding a zero for just one mini. This would be thousands. This is one micro to two micros. These are hundreds, right? The 29th, I traded. So I'd have been down 1,710. I would have been up 2,609. I'd have been up 970. I'd have been up 74.97. Oh, this is doing range. Sorry. Let's do it by the day. I was really throwing me off. I'm like, I don't remember most of these. Um, 28th, I didn't get the account back. The 29th, I did. So okay, so I would have been down 550, up 780. I would have been up 270, up $230. That would have been that with the one micro. So down 500, up 590, up 180. Not bad. All right. So up 230. That's for the day. This one here, down 1,020, up 1,006, down 130, down 280. All right. This is where I think I was adding more to it. I was going in two contracts at a time. I was able to somehow manage to reduce the risk a lot, down 28 bucks. This one here, I was up 23 bucks, so I gave some back. I said, okay, I need to slow down. On the 31st, there's a ton of different setups. I took one trade. I saw two other trades also, but I would have been up 760 bucks. And then today, took only one trade, right? I added to that trade. I would have been down 125 and up 700. Nope, I would have been down $12.50, up $75, and up $35.77, up $62. So these are not in the hundred. So it's only one. All right. So yeah, so down $10, up $70. So up $30. $30 for the day is not that bad. For a good trade, for good trading day because you didn't lose. So that's essentially it. I will continue working on executing around those errors that I see and looking for that confluence on ES and NQ. So that's it. I didn't close any of this out.